You have that dangerous quietness where you don't need to prove anything because everyone already feels the shift the moment you stop speaking. While others raise their voices to be noticed, you lower yours and somehow command the entire room without asking for permission. Your silence doesn't beg for attention, it waits patiently, knowing everything eventually bends toward it. There's something unsettling about how calm you are, like you've already survived the storm everyone else is still panicking about. You don't compete for dominance, you simply exist, and the noise in all around you suddenly feels unnecessary. The loudest people try to fill space, but you own it by saying nothing at all. Your quiet isn't empty, it's loaded, like a warning that doesn't need to be spoken twice. Everyone else reacts emotionally, but you observe, and that restraint terrifies them more than anger ever could. You sit there composed, while egos collapse around you, trying to prove strength you never needed to display. There's power in how you pause before speaking, as if you're deciding whether the room is even worth your words. You don't rush to be understood because you know clarity arrives when the noise dies down. Your silence feels intentional, like a chess move others don't realize has already cornered them. While others shout their insecurity into the air, you let confidence settle quietly into the bones of the room. You don't interrupt chaos. You outlast it. There's something dangerous about someone who listens more than they talk and remembers everything. You don't need volume to be intimidating. Your stillness does all the work for you. When you stay quiet, people project their fears onto you, and that alone gives you the upper hand. You don't explain yourself repeatedly. You let people catch up at their own pace. The room doesn't fall silent because you demand it. It does so because everyone senses something heavier has arrived. Your calm feels earned, like it was built from battles you never brag about. Others mistake loudness for power, but you understand power doesn't rush or announce itself. You don't chase attention. Attention slowly realizes it has nowhere else to go. There's authority in how you wait, like time works for you instead of against you. Your quiet feels deliberate, as if you already know how this ends. While others perform strength, you embody it. Without spectacle, without strain, you make people uncomfortable not because you're aggressive, but because you're unmovable. Your silence carries more weight than their entire monologue. You don't argue to win. You observe until the truth becomes obvious on its own. There's a sharp edge to your calm, like restraint chosen, not forced. You don't dominate conversations, you dominate outcomes. The louder the room gets, the more powerful your silence becomes. You don't waste words on those who haven't learned how to listen. Your presence feels like a reminder that real strength doesn't need validation. You don't flinch when things escalate, and that's when everyone else starts to. Your quiet makes people second guess themselves because they can't read you, and that scares them. You don't rush to respond because you understand timing is a weapon. There's something unnerving about how you remain calm while others unravel. You let people reveal themselves, then decide silently how much access they deserve. You don't overpower, you outlast. Your stillness feels like control refined, not aggression disguised. You don't need to raise your voice when your presence already sets the tone. The room adjusts to you, not the other way around. Your silence feels intentional, like you're conserving energy for something that actually matters. You don't react impulsively, and that discipline makes others feel exposed. You don't announce your strength. You let people discover it when it's too late to challenge it. There's danger in how composed you are, like you've already accepted every possible outcome. You don't fight for the spotlight. You dim everything else by standing still. Your quiet isn't passive, it's patient, precise, and observant. You don't need approval from a room you already outgrew. While others try to control the moment, you let the moment reveal who belongs. Your silence feels like confidence that doesn't require witnesses. You don't speak to impress, you speak when it counts. There's power in knowing when not to react, and you've mastered that art. You don't rush the conversation. You let it come to you already defeated. Your quiet makes people uneasy because it reflects their own noise back at them.